All right.
All right, now we're going to start over. I was saying it's a good instrumental to come in on because we are going to be talking about activities, fun activities, vibes, as we say here. And it involves the alumni of the intermediate high school. You know, their school is going to be turning 100 next year. And you know, when your school is turning 100 or your grandparent is turning 100, you want to throw something big. You know, you're excited. So we have some of the alumni here in studio and one joining us online this morning to talk all about that and to even encourage you. Are you a past student of the intermediate high school? Well, you're going to hear what's up and what's in store for you. This morning, we have Ainsley Primus joining us online. We have in studio Wayne Williams and Sharon Martin of the past students of the intermediate high school. Good morning to you all, lady and gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And just want to say thank you for having us here this morning.
Okay. And gentlemen in studio?
I'm great. Thank you for having us. Excited. Looking forward to the activities.
I see Primus was saying morning. Okay, Primus, I see you on mute now.
Morning.
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 Hearing me loud and clear?
We are.
Yep.
Yes. Right. All right. And also joining us as well in this session is Nicole. So Nicole, you know about intermediate high school?
I am here for education purposes. And of course to celebrate and congratulate you all. So I'm here to learn.
All right.
I think somebody Primus, you were saying something?
No, I say we on like boiled corn. WEFM 99.9.
Yes. All right. So for Nicole, well, I think everybody in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, when you hear the intermediate high school, you should know that is one of our secondary schools that's located in Kingstown. To be specific, in Richmond Hill, Kingstown. Am I correct in saying Richmond Hill?
Currently Mackey's Hill. It used to be in central Kingstown in the building that is now occupied by Swiftback.
I got the wrong hill. Yeah. So it's in Mackey's Hill in Kingstown. Nicole, that's one of our secondary schools. And these are three of their past students. If you are looking on the live, you will notice that Mr. Williams, he came out to represent. He wasn't joking. He came make sure he's wearing his intermediate high school shirt there with his logo on it. So I don't know if there's anything more you would like to share with us about the intermediate high school.
All right.
Just
And I think maybe start off with what's the other name that the school is generally known by, right?
Yes.
That's what I was going to say.
Okay.
That's the
It was
most popular.
basically known as Timmy School.
Right.
Timmy School. If you say intermediate high school, people say intermediate high school. Where is that? Just say Timmy.
Right.
And then you'll get the drift.
All right. So given that we generally call it Timmy, there is an origin to that name. So let us know a little bit more of why most persons refer to it as Timmy.
okay. The school was started in 1926 by J.P. Eustace. When he left St. Vincent to pursue studies, Lambert Eustace, his brother, took over as principal. Then Bertram Timmy Richards became the principal, and he served from 1941 to 1989. In all, we have had 15 principals. Now, the fact that the school was started in 1926, this year is the 99th year of the school. Next year, we'll be celebrating 100 years. So the activities that we'll be focusing on this morning will lead into the 100-year celebration of the school.
Okay. All right. And the school was always at that location where Swiftback was. I mean, when it started there?
Well, as far as I'm aware, in speaking with Dr. Edmund Seeley, who is a past student of the school, the school was located in the building across the road. I think it's now owned by the Bullocks. Then it moved to Swiftback, where Swiftback is now.
Okay.
I think in 2011, somewhere about there, it was relocated at Mackey's Hill.
Okay. All right.
Do you wish to share what it was like being a student at the intermediate high school?
I leave that
And
to
if you're not too
See
embarrassed,
Williams chuckling. I wonder if he was mischievous. I wonder if that's why he chuckled.
we all had a bit of mischief in us. You know?
and if it doesn't take you too far down memory lane, can you remember the years that you attended and maybe some of well, I know that everybody is notable in their own rights, but some of the more notable students who have passed through this school. So you just mentioned Dr. Seeley. So if anybody else who you can recall, I know you have your own fame. You also have your own fame that we found out this morning. So yes.
Most definitely. I wouldn't trade for another school to have attended actually than Timmy, because my years there was nice. We were mischievous in a good mischievous way.
Okay.
Mr. Richards, he was a no-nonsense headmaster, but he was fun. He was strict, but still he was fun. He always joke around, but when it's seriousness, he was serious. So I don't know if Wade knows anything differently than I know, so he can tell you more.
No, it was first. I think it's the first co-ed school in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Subject to correction, but I think it was the first co-ed school. So coming out of primary school and going into another school where you interact both male and female, that was good. Okay, other past students, let's use the Independence celebration as an example. Some of the more popular songs that you're hearing now, Our Nation is Born, Vibrating Skates, Beckett, St. Vincent, I Love You, etc. The national anthem music, Mr. Miguel, they're all past students of the intermediate high school. Okay. In the form of politics, you had the late Foreign Minister Hudson Tanis, former Speaker of the House,
Monty
Moore. They were past students of the school. In the form of medicine, you have Dr. Walker. And other than the students, we had some outstanding teachers. To mention a few, we had Cain, we had Sidney Hall, Roleza Williams, Frankie McIntosh, and the list goes on and on and on. So we don't take a back seat to anyone for anything. In the area of sports, well, a similar situation.
Okay. Interestingly, that I had, I don't know what my mother had done, but mentally I had Timmy as my third school option. Yeah, that's what I had done as my third school option back in the day. That was a while ago. So yeah.
I thought you was the number one.
Yeah, well, I mean, I went to the school that I had as the number one, but yeah, but I'm raising this to say that it was always one of those schools that I also had in high regard. So which was why I mentioned that. Yeah,
I appreciate that.
And not to mention Dr. Seeley, who is our number one chiropractor in St. Vincent. We also had Moulton Mears, the St. Vincent number one architecture, and Dr. Kitty Israel informed me that she also went to intermediate high school. So there are a list of very professional people that went through those doors. I didn't write down all of them, but those are the ones that stuck out right now. And it's been a challenge at times, but then you get through that, because I never told anyone that I repeated the form one when I just got there, because I was playing around. I was just a kidder. So I repeated, and then after the new students came in, I was the boss, because it's a few of us that was there. So we were the boss. We were the bosses there. So well known, yes. Everybody know who Jill was. My actual name is Sharon Jillian Oliver, and married Martin, but everybody knows me as Jill or Jillian. And that's all that I can know. We did a lot of things that I think Ainsley would fill you in on a few things that was really naughty of us.
Oh, so you were all in the same school year?
No, different. They were ahead of me.
Okay.
We were ahead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I am now understand that Ainsley was the captain of the naughty crew.
Ainsley,
Primus.
Ainsley, come and say baptism.
Yeah. Well, I went in the year 1973.
Okay.
1973. I liked this school because I heard they talking now about half the school back a while ago. But actually, Timmy school usually over, I think was 2 o'clock or 2:30 in those days.
It was
No, 1
o'clock.
o'clock. 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock. Well,
Yep.
it's 1 o'clock. So I did like that because I get to roam about the street before 3 o'clock and to get home. So I will get to the gardens and so on, and with my little girlfriend and thing like that now.
Oh, jeez.
and you know, just viewing the garden, nothing else. You know what I'm saying? But I was more, you have to say, on the radical side of things, and Timmy didn't like that too much because he think I was associated too much with the movements, because Timmy was this disciplinarian that you have to be neatly groomed, your hair not to be too high, you could have a little afro, but not too high. And I had the tendency of brushing it back and things like that, and I like to wear sandals, and those things was a no-no. And then you have a little beard, coming down at your train, and you had to cut that. And I didn't like those kind of things. And in the morning we gather in the hallway, or what we call the assembly area, and Tim will do his inspections. And then the first person when I pull out from is either have to go home and come back without the sandals and all them kind of things. So I get sent home quite a number of times. Things I could remember is when they had the teachers' strike, that we had some teachers who was involved in the strike. And some folks like me, they encouraged me to come in and join the march. And the march had to pass right in front of the school. And I didn't know Timmy was peeping over the gate. And he saw a couple of us with the red armband.
Okay.
And when I went to school in Monday, I was out of there. I had to go home and explain to at that time I was living with my sister why I came home, because I was in an illegal march.
Okay.
So those are some of the fun things. And I remember Timmy had a piano in the school, and he always have a lock on it. And I was interested in music, and I break off the lock. Sorry.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Oh Lord. Confessions, boy.
Confessing now. He was asking who take off the lock, and nobody know who. But I'm confessing now. I did it.
You can say this years later, because no links are, you can't get sent home, no one unless you're nothing.
The other thing is that I didn't like the Cain in business. He was a kind of person who liked discipline, and one thing is that he used to cane you. You have to keel over this tray, and he will whip you from the butt around there. So I didn't like them things, so I was resisting those things, so I get sent home a lot.
Okay. All right. No, it's interesting, but saying that school over that 1 o'clock actually took me down memory lane a bit, because I completely forgot about that. But did you ever know the reason for it? I know that when I was in school, on a Friday, school used to over at 1:30, and the reason for that was to allow for students to engage in extracurricular activity. But did you ever know why it is that school was over in for 1 for you as opposed to 3 with the other students, the other schools?
No, I never investigate, because it didn't matter to me, I like it,
Okay.
I asked the question, and the answer I got, apparently Timmy came to us via Barbados. I think he lived in Barbados for a while, where he was involved in the education system in Barbados. And the argument then is after lunch, your attention span goes down. Okay? So we'll have a short break. Then we go to 1 o'clock and we leave. So your energies are up, you're still focused. Because after lunch, as a matter of fact, in a lot of European countries, after 1 o'clock, it's shut down. And they come back later on in the evening to continue business, etc.
But don't forget, they didn't have no lunch period, you know.
We had
we had a break.
We had a break.
We had a break at 11, remember?
That was your lunch.
That was, the break was lunch. But then another thing that I heard that I had spoken to one of the teachers, they say that the attention span of the children was not good because everybody finished eating lunch and everybody is like either sleeping on your desk, not paying attention. So it was up there talking and everybody is fidgeting.
Okay.
So I think that was one of the reasons that they say they decided to start getting out of school at 1 o'clock.
So you at least had 2 breaks, as in
one.
Just
break.
one break.
One break.
So you come in at 8, or
We come the gate, the main gate closes at 8. So if you come 1 minute after 8 or 30 seconds after 8, you have to come through the principal office. Okay. So most courses, except for the leader of the delinquent pack.
Ainsley, call him, just call him,
And Ainsley, you should mention who was the instigator of the window business.
Oh yeah,
we can talk something like that because we have some of the program to go into, but you can say about the window why we were all always on detention at some time.
Yeah, the school, it was low. The window was low to the ground. So when we don't have any subject in the class, we used to end up in the what you call it, typing room, where the girls do the typing, and we used to open the window and step outside, go and get our Marby and body line and thing, and come back in the school like nothing happened. So we used to organize all those kind of things, you know. We had a clique. So
and then after that, Mr. Richards found out what we used to do, just going out during the school hours, and he boarded up all the windows at the bottom.
Okay.
I don't think that stopped anything because they were extremely athletic.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so now let's get into it. It's very interesting hearing you, discuss all of this. I mean, as somebody who went to school till 3, feeling a little bit jealous, knowing that you had a 1:30, 1 o'clock school break, but it's all right. We'll go on. Let's talk about the activities that you have coming up. What would be the first? I'm not sure if you've had any as yet, or what the first activity is going to be.
Well, we were having all our meetings to conclude all of this. On the 23rd, we have the walk from the old school to the new school, and I think we have the cadet band, correct? Matching with us. We have our T-shirt with the logo. So we're going to go from the old school, we gather there, and we're going to walk down
the street
and come across by the precinct and come up on back street and straight up to the school. And we'll have some refreshments. And then in the evening, around 6 p.m., we are going to gather for a meet and greet at Paradise Inn. That's in Villa. And of course, Paradise Inn is owned by one of our past students also. So we are very excited about that. And then on the Friday, the 24th.
So all of these activities are happening this week?
This weekend, from Thursday to Sunday.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we going to Beckway. People have choices on their ferry that they want to take. So we will all get to Beckwith at some point, 8 o'clock, 7:30 or 8 o'clock, and then we meet and spend the day and reminisce and stuff like that. On Saturday, which is the 25th,
25th.
Right.
we have a picnic at Mount Wayne for the past students, family and friends, just family? Or just friends?
It's past
Well, it's
students,
mixed.
family,
Yeah.
past teachers. It's going to be a fun
Teachers,
day.
it's going to be a fun day.
Okay,
Which-
when you say family, you mean just the past students, or they bringing their families along with them?
Well, it's now open because we just
Okay.
wanted to have like all the students and teachers, the faculty and stuff who would like to come. But it's now open,
Okay.
and transportation would be provided for
Who don't have.
some people's who doesn't have transportation to go, and then we will have the fun. And then Sunday morning, we attending church at the Methodist Church in Kingstown with our logo shirts, black pants, so we would be recognized. And
Was that the uniform?
yeah, that's how
colours?
we basically, our uniform of navy blue skirts, and the guys wore khaki pants at some point, right? Khaki pants.
Yeah, khaki pants.
Yeah. And in the evening now at 4 o'clock, our gala, which is the finale, would be at Spring Garden in Springs, which is also
A past student.
a past student is also involved in
Y'all got involved in hospitality.
a lot. And it starts at 4 p.m. sharp. And that will conclude our finale, and hoping that we will have this continuation over years to come, because we are starting this to hitch off the centennial of the school and to give appreciation, to know that we have planned this for a year, actually starting with the call that I got from one of our past students, Vernice, and we all got together for a whole year planning this. So we are hoping that it will go extremely well, and it will go extremely well. So that's what we are hoping for.
I think SB wanted to come in.
Yeah, let me let you know too that the caterer also is a past student.
Yeah. How could I forget that? Miss Julia.
We keeping it in the family.
She is also a past student.
We keeping it in the family.
So you need to find a past student DJ for
Well-
the events.
I think Mr. Williams. Can't
Well-
you DJ?
Right?
Can't you DJ?
You see,
Me?
at the
Mr. Williams.
reunion gala, we are hooking it up in a way that the past students will just be having fun.
Okay. It's going to be organized.
Okay.
So the other aspects of it will be taken
Yeah.
care of otherwise.
Okay. All right.
I also want to say good morning and big up to the past student who listening. Right now, a lot of them is tuning, listening. And I also want to big up Old George. We know Old George is the guy who initiated this past student.
Correct.
So
Along with bonus.
right now he's in Montreal. I hope he's listening and will call in. And Vaughn says some of them are already here from the diaspora. So
Okay.
she is also here already. And Wednesday, the bulk is coming in from Canada,
England.
from Trinidad and Tobago, and the US.
Not
Very
forgetting the
nice.
UK too.
I hope the UK coming in.
They are. Today, I think. Today and on Thursday.
And
Right.
to continue, the committee is made up of persons who are based in St. Vincent and in the diaspora. And we met on a regular basis every second Thursday in the month leading up to these activities.
Okay.
If we had anything extraordinary to deal with, then we will deal with it. Old George's name was mentioned. He is the first chairperson of this committee. He will be in. After the walk, when we get up to the school, we'll be having a series of activities, including a mentorship program where we'll be speaking to the current students on, I think, 10 different topics. Okay, we think that is important for them to see that persons who once went to the school have accomplished certain things and were there to support them and help to empower them and enhance their experience at the school. The transportation was mentioned for both the fun day at Mount Win and the reunion gala at Spring Garden. The transportation for those who don't have their own ride. For the Mount Win Fun Day, we'll leave at the Leeward bus terminal at 10 a.m. So anyone who is living, you could meet the bus there, and persons who are living on road to Mount Win, they could also get a ride on that bus.
Do you know the name of the bus? You remember the
I
name?
think it's on Traveler's Delight will be providing.
Oh, big bus.
The big
Big
bus.
bus.
It's called the
okay.
big bus.
Yeah, sorry. I did a very Vincy thing there. Yes, the big bus. Okay.
That's all right. And for the gala, we will meet across from the courthouse by the vegetable market at 3 p.m. And the same thing implies when we are going out, if you live on the main road, we will not be going into the villages. Okay? You will be able to get a ride on the bus. Now, for this to go off without a hitch, we need to get feedback from past members who will be attending. So we'll have an idea of the numbers we have to cater for. That's important. And again, we are appealing to all past students to participate in the activities, starting with the march at 10 a.m. because we leave the venue at 10 a.m. We start gathering at 9 a.m. I'm appealing to all past students, all past teachers, and persons who are well-wishers of the school to participate in all of the activities because it's important. We want to lay the foundation for better things to come.
Okay.
As you say that, Brother Wayne, I want to zero in on the reason behind this past student, because this is the first time that Intermediate High School have a past student that is looking in the direction of helping the school. Because I have to big up Noel Brown on this, because he was involved somewhere along the line through his work in helping the school in terms of like water and things to help with the lunch program. They have a lunch program there. You know, you have some kids coming from way in the country and stuff and so on, and they don't have money every day. Their parents don't have money every day to give them for lunch. So the school have a lunch program there that they kind of struggling with. And this is one of the reasons why they have the past student coming on board here now. And what we are doing here is to help with the lunch program and the reading room, and also the music program at the school. We already did some things ahead of time where we give 6 windows to the reading room. We hand over some music equipment to the music program. We get some help from the Melisbury brothers from Canada and the parents with that. We're going to shed some light on that. And we also doing this collective effort with the feeding program. Those are some requests from the principal and assistant principal when we had a meeting with them last, I think was October last year. I think it was the 31st of October last year. We had a meeting with the principal and the music teacher and the deputy and so on. And these were some of the things that they suggest to us that we can help. And knowing how these school operate, you can't depend on government all the time to get the help. So past students and parents are the one I know in the diaspora where I was for 40 years, help those schools to lobby and to get funding for school to do these programs. So I just want to keep that this is the reason behind the whole effort of the past student heading together.
And Ainsley, basically to conclude that it's always good to give back. And all our proceedings goes to the school. So we are not in it for ourselves. We are in it for the school. And I must thank Wayne a lot because he's been working very hard on our whole executive group. And Wayne could shed you in on that if we have the time.
And I was gonna ask you if you'd like to give some update on the members of the group. Before we get to that, you can.
Yeah. Okay. So a few things. So Joshua Richardson said he attended Timmy in the mid 1960s, and given that you are also doing fundraisers to be able to give back to the students, he's asking if there's a bank account number.
Yes, that is in effect. I think
we could that.
Julian lawyer Julian Jack is working on the.
Okay, just to update, our intention is we are laying the foundation now to lead into the future. And Julian Jack, who is also a past student of the school, he's working now, he's a lawyer, Regency Law Chambers. He's doing the preparatory work to incorporate the entity, because we can't have a bank account unless we have legal status. So we are working on that. But what we have a pretty tight system as it relates to accounting, collecting and accounting for the finances, because we need finance to do what we're doing now. Okay, so as soon as that incorporation takes place, then we'll be able to have an account for the entity. But right now, it's just a matter of contacting the persons on the executive. I think myself, you could easily find me. You could find Julia Richardson. Most of the executive members are easy to locate. And maybe I should just mention the members of the executive. You have Gary Tonka Edwards. He is assistant chairman. You have Simone Charles. She is our general secretary. Ellsworth Richards, he is a public relation officer. Noel Brown, our treasurer. Gillian, she's our assistant treasurer. We have Albena Jack Samuel, she's a committee member. Donna Finley, another committee member. And the third committee member is Cheyenne Mitchell. Okay, and the former chairman, still on the committee, is Earl Old George Daniel, the Iron Man.
And also very active as our PR, that he's doing a great job, is Ainsley. Right, Ainsley? And you continue to do a good job.
The thing is that, you see, I being a promoter, producer for a length of time and return back as a returning national. And I have to thank Noel Brown to bring me into it. And right away I jump on board, and right now I'm assistant to the PRO with my experience to get this thing going, you know. And Vaughanis, you have to give some credit to Vaughanis. Also, she who start with Old George, with the getting this off the ground. She lives in Boston. Well, it kind of split between St. Vincent and the diaspora in terms of the executive. Correct, Wayne?
Correct. And I indicated that earlier. We have about half of the persons who live in the diaspora. So our meetings are online. But hopefully, I think all except one of the committee members will be home for the activities.
Okay.
And the reason for the absence of our general secretary, she came a few weeks ago for a funeral and had to take time off, so she went back up to North America.
Joshua says here, the owner of Alexandria Hotel, I believe he's speaking about Hotel Alexandrina. He says that's
Yes.
another student
A
and a past student
also.
as well.
Yeah, I need to probably run a hospitality mentorship type program with the current students because
Well,
Yeah.
interestingly, when we, after the walk on Thursday, and again, I'm encouraging all past students to take part in the walk. We will be having some sessions with the current students, and just to indicate the subject areas: agriculture, business, conflict resolution, decorum, etiquette and ethics, education, music, sports, wellness, information technology, and life purpose.
I like that last one in particular, life purpose.
Life purpose. Yes, and for that one, old George Daniel, along with Cheyenne Mitchell, will be leading the conversation. We want the sessions to be as interactive as possible. Okay, and we will be continuing to offer mentorship as time goes, but this is laying the foundation for that program.
Okay.
Yeah, and after talking to a few people, then you get to know they're saying, I went to Timmy. I said, really? There was a friend of mine, Roy Trent. He's a well-known plumber. He worked in New York City for all these years with the educational business in New York. And then he's telling me about a few days ago, he have to get a T-shirt. So I make sure he got it. And then he's telling me all the people that went to school with him that are musicians. And he's naming, I said, I never heard of that name. And you know what, he's just outlining the amount of people that went through those doors at intermediate high that were successful musicians, plumbers, electricians, mechanical, everything. So we are very excited about this. And as we go forward, we hope that it continues, even when we exit, that it continues with the upcoming members.
That's the importance of the incorporation of the entity. So
For education
you'll have continuity. We mentioned music as one of the subject areas. Madzat also be one of the presenters. Okay, Madzat, Plumi, who played for the Revolution Band. You guys may not be remember that band. He's a presenter. Gary Edwards is also a presenter for that subject, and Ainsley deeply involved in music, not only as a promoter but as a musician. Yes.
Did you also mention Beckett?
Purpose
Benjamin,
for especially for Nicole, St. Vincent from the colonial days had two secondary schools, one for boys and one for girls. Our school is the first school after colonialism. Which is, yeah, clap for that.
It is deserving of a clap. And you said it's the first co-ed school.
Yes, and,
Yes.
Congrats.
and my thing is that JP Eustace for me is the next hero after Châtelet for St. Vincent. For an individual to open a school, went to study ophthalmologist and come back and open a second one for education, and education is very important. That's the foundation. He's my hero.
Okay.
So this celebration should be grand.
Yeah, you know.
Nicole?
And 100 years later, an entire century later, you have this magnificent coming together of generations, because I'm sure you are tagging all the generations, and that you're also going towards the future of what the school will continue to be. So first, I congratulate you all. I just want to be a fly on the wall to hear all them stories, because you'll just touch a little bit of them stories. I come in, if I had the bandwidth this weekend, I'm supposed to be in Barbados, I would switch and come St. Vincent instead, because This is rich. And not only is it rich in the experiences, but just imagine what nostalgia does to our cells and our bodies and our minds. And then what you translate it into going forward. So congratulations. I'm getting goosebumps. And I just want to celebrate with you all. I'm like, maybe you all need to have a drone looking above everything that's going on. Hire a drone company to just document you, not just face to face and at eye level, but just what's above, what's going on. Because this is history. So and geography. So congratulations.
Even more extraordinary is that based on my conversation with Dr. Seeley, who, as far as we know, is one of the oldest students, you
picking your words?
Oldest student?
Yeah, because there was Mrs. Fordy, who
she just passed.
She just passed.
Right.
She was
So as far as we know, Dr. Seeley is the oldest living student of the school. And what was interesting in his statement is that J.P. Eustace, when he started the school, the teachers were mainly J.P. Eustace and his siblings. And he started the school when he was in his 20s. To have that foresight, to have that vision and that passion, because when he returned to St. Vincent, he started another secondary school, J.P. Eustace Emmanuel School.
Okay.
And could you imagine after this interview, you will probably have a lot of people coming out, maybe an older person, to say, well, I attended TB. This is just basically an opening of a can. So I would not think so.
Julia, we have all walks of life because we have pastors who own churches too.
Yes,
right?
yes.
Mrs. Fife, she have a church in Annisville. We have the proprietor of General Hardware. She's a past student also.
And the Bonadies, New York.
Kevin and Peter Bonady. There's pastors for churches.
Monty Mall.
Yes.
Oh, somebody, Joshua just asked, is Monty Mall a part of this? Oh, and he also asked if you have a website.
No, we have a WhatsApp. We're using WhatsApp now. Okay, we
could add him.
Oh, yeah,
right.
Okay.
I tried reaching out to him a couple of times, and I'm still hoping to get on to him. Okay, we want to embrace all past students. Okay, and if persons are interested in being a part of, and I hope they will be, they could reach me at 531-531-9900. Okay, I don't know if Julian want to share her contact number.
No, because I'm always in and out. The whole thing about this is just the beginning, and we are working really hard. And I think we did an excellent job for the year from last October to now. And I think that we have done extremely well. And we need to just give ourselves a little hand,
Okay, we can give it to you.
Yes. Come on.
For all the plans and all who was involved. And we just want to thank you guys for having us here and looking forward to better things. And hopefully next year, it will be better for the 100th Centennial.
Yes. All right, Ms. Williams, could you just repeat your number, please? And is that the number that persons can WhatsApp?
Yes. And,
okay.
But if you don't know me, you could reach me at the Music Center also. Okay, where we have the tickets for sale, which is for the gala, for the meet and greet on Thursday, and also for the polo shirts. Okay, so once again, the number is 531-9900.
You could pass at VJ's also.
And you could also pass at VJ's because the tickets are also available at VJ's.
Okay. All right, so we need to conclude the interview. So maybe just a final word.
Well, what's there first to say? Well,
come on out and support.
Ladies first, so I will try.
Well, all past students, we are asking to come out and support. We basically have a limit, and we're almost there.
Almost.
So we are gonna have fun because I think after between 40 and 45 years, not seeing a lot of our friends, we can connect back. Well, I personally, I have most of my friends are from school. And that's a real tremendous thing to know that you're still in touch with your childhood friends. So that's a good thing for me because I'm always outgoing, I'm a friendly person. And so that's the most important thing to me, that I can connect again with some of those that I haven't been in touch with.
Okay.
Well, I would like to end by again encouraging persons to come out and be a part of this movement, which will be the foundation to the benefit of the school. Yes, it's good for us to interact, but the school needs help. And in every entity, well, schools specifically, other than the staff and the contribution from government, the Parent Teachers Association, the alumni does have an important role to play. Okay? And in conclusion, I'd like to thank the member of my team for putting in the hard work, for going above and beyond to make these activities a reality. And the success of these activities will be a testimonial to the competence of the students that the school have produced. Thank you.
And Indy, a final 30 seconds to you.
Well, I would like to thank Dianna, Roleza, Nicole, WEFM for giving us this opportunity to let the audience and the public, the diaspora, our members, thank you very much for having us. And we appreciate what you have done.
All right. And
Looks like somebody needs something.
oh,
No, I didn't want to put my foot in my mouth because I'm subject to correction.
okay.
Okay.
Susan?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody's listening. So,
Yeah.
all right. Okay.
But I just want to commend you for organizing, for coming together and for organizing all of this. And from what I heard here this morning, I really think that this celebration should be something that is, a whole lot more grand, because to speak about JP Eustace coming up with this school, it being the first co-ed school after all of that, I really think that it should not just be on the past students to champion this. This song's like, something that should be big. So I really, really have to commend you for your efforts, and I wish you nothing but success. Have an amazing time.
Thank you so much.
We intend to celebrate in grand style.
Okay, then.
And we will.
That brings us to the end of our interview with the alumni of the Intermediate High School, or Timmy School. And we spoke about a lot of things. We learned a lot about the school, things that we didn't know before, the activities they're going to be having. And all alumni, you are encouraged to reach out to the executives, get your tickets, get your shirts, and get yourselves out to the events.